So now we're going to have another ITS person to follow. I guess this is the ITS learning meeting. We have Sarah Nevedal, the trainer in ITS. She's going to be presenting on the strategic email marketing using the Emma platform. Sarah, you have the floor.
Just get my screen set up here real quick for you guys. Are you seeing my presentation now? Yeah, okay, great.
Yes.
All right, so my name is Sarah Nevedal. I'm from ITS. I've been here almost 3 years now. I was just trying to calculate it while Craig was talking. But if you're like us in IT, right now, you're really taking a hard look at your expenses and your software subscriptions. And so we thought this would be a good time to spread some awareness about Emma, an email marketing platform that you can take advantage of. So I prepared a little presentation. I'm not going to teach you how to use Emma today, even though I am the technology trainer. I am just going to tell you about it because I realize I'm probably not talking to all the right people who would be using this for every area. But there is lots of training out there. So let's get started here. So today I'd like to raise awareness of the UNCG mass email or email marketing platform called Emma. UC and ITS chose Emma based on research and testing that they did of some different platforms. And now ITS offers it to the campus. In general, email marketing platforms help you create media-rich email messages that are compatible with the endless browsers and devices that your audience will undoubtedly use to view your messages with. Side note, I used to try to write HTML messages, and it was really difficult because you'd open it in a new thing and it would look completely different, right? So these platforms have their niche in being able to make these messages look essentially the same on any device. And they're flexible. If it's a phone, it will reformat it to look nice for a phone. Some common workarounds that people have used in the past where, remember when you used to get all these attached PDFs or a ton of pictures in an email message, and the text would shift all around, and it was much more difficult to have a nice newsletter look and feel. These platforms also help you manage your audience. And they often allow you to gain insights into the impact of your email campaigns. A couple examples you may recognize that use Emma on campus right now are the Staff Senate Monthly. We just started using it this term. Stacia and Lisa have adopted it, and we've gotten a lot of great compliments I've seen. So kudos to you guys. Also, the UNCG Campus Weekly, of course, uses Emma. There's so many options out there, and Emma is very much like any of these. I've seen areas on campus are using MailChimp and Constant Contact, and all of these services can create media-rich emails and send campaigns using uncg.edu email addresses. So I wanted to think about today, why would you want to switch, especially if you're used to or comfortable in one of these other platforms? So why would you want to take the dive? So the first thing I wanted to talk about is security. And you might be thinking, but hey, I'm sending this to hundreds of people. Why am I worried about the security of these email messages? And I think we just kind of have to look at this from a different angle. There's a good chance that security is actually blocking your messages. Google Mail and UNCG use something called DMARC for phishing security. And, I want to have fun instead of talking about technical acronyms and terminology. So let's just say this is DMARC, okay? He's our email bouncer. He checks credentials at the door. If your photo doesn't look like you're not getting in with the inbox crowd, right? You're getting bounced, you're going over to spam. So he has really great intentions, but often he blocks messages from external services like MailChimp and Constant Contact because the from address doesn't match where the email actually originated. In other words, your message is from an address that ends in uncg.edu, but DMARC, he can tell it really came from MailChimp. And to him, that looks really fishy. So you're probably going to go into spam or junk. Emma works in much the same way, but when ITS creates an Emma account for you, DMARC validation is also activated at the same time. In our bouncer scenario here, we could say that with Emma, you're always on the guest list, and your messages will be let in without having to argue with DMARC all the time. So another reason you might want to use Emma is the cost. Like, why buy something that you can already get for free? Emma is provided right now free of charge for unlimited messaging within UNCG community, meaning anybody who has an email address that ends with uncg.edu, that would be free of charge. In the future, we're looking at a model where we may charge a small fee for external messages, the ones that don't end in uncg.edu, but we think you'll likely see a significant savings by taking advantage of our volume pricing and with sending complimentary messages to all those UNCG addresses now. Another big advantage is that if you request it, ITS can keep your audience up to date. I used to go into MailChimp when I used to use that back in the day and upload spreadsheets and constantly be fighting my data. How new is it? Did I, update that stuff? Emma can be synchronized from Banner through Grouper with some automation magic behind the scenes. So when your email list is fresh and accurate, your insights are just better. And you can focus on the messaging instead of, is this list correct? Insights, which is basically just a trendy term for analytics, will give you a look at how your email was received. So for example, with Emma, earlier this week, I sent out a newsletter. And with Emma, I can see, and this was only a couple hours after I sent it out, but I could already see how many people had opened it, how many people had clicked on things in it. If any of the emails bounced, it told me who didn't get it. It also has this really cool map where it shows me how many people clicked on every specific spot in the email. And last but not least, I can also see who never opened it, their names and everything. So you better open my emails, people, because I'm watching you. The number of platforms and services available can be overwhelming. And that's not just for you or the community of UNCG. That's also for the help desk and Six Tech and ITS. When we're trying to help people that are on all these different platforms, we feel pretty helpless. And so you can help us by choosing software that we support. And Emma is one of those titles. And there's some huge advantages to doing that. So in general, the advantages of choosing this university supported, like sometimes I call it enterprise level software, can include that they often are already set up or can be set up with Google and Banner. They can offer internal documentation. And yes, most of these sites have help and documentation on their websites, but what we're talking about is our knowledge base. And our knowledge base has information that's specific to UNCG. So there's more and more specific information for you available. These accounts, when we buy a big account like this, we usually get some admins that are assigned to that account. They have admin accounts that allows them to go behind the scenes and help you with account issues that you're having, more than we would be able to help you if you're just at something like MailChimp, where we don't have any power to help you. You're kind of on your own with that. And also you save money, and we save money as a university, because these bulk pricing models that can be offered, if a lot of people join in, we can take advantage of. And if you've ever bought some new software and had to get it through the whole process and approved and submitted to legal and gone through all of those steps, this is another advantage, is that it already complies, and we've already done that. And the UNCG data governance policies are already met for that software title. So you don't have to jump through any of those hoops. I just wanted to say that Emma, I really enjoy using it. It has all of the features that you would find in those other products that are being used around campus. It has templates that you can start from. It has a blocked building drag and drop type interface, so you don't have to be technical. It works very much like building a WordPress page, if you have any experience with that. And finally, if you're managing or sending communications for your department or school, or if you'd like to tell someone in your department or school how they can get an account in Emma, the request form is fairly easy to find. You're going to go to sixtech.uncg.edu and type in Emma. There is one catch or caveat. Please log in the upper right corner, because that form is not available to the general public, and it will not be in your search results unless you're logged in on the Sixtech page. And I think that's a good advice for anything you're looking for in this portal, because they filter things by the audience. So make sure that you log in with your UNCG credentials before searching for information on here or knowledge base articles. A lot of times I'll be like, where did that article go? And then I'm realizing, hey, it says log in the corner. So I'm just looking at those things that the general public can see. And Stacia's nodding because this is like her baby, the knowledge base and the catalog of services that we offer.